When you first step into trading, it's easy to believe the answer is more. More strategies, more indicators, more setups to chase. You convince yourself that if you just add enough tools, the market will finally reveal its secrets. But here's the truth few traders ever accept. You don't need more, you need one. One condition to study, one setup to master, one edge to build confidence on. Everything else is a distraction. Welcome back to Trader's Audio Edge. Today we're starting a new series by breaking down one of the most powerful yet overlooked truths in trading. Success doesn't come from doing more. It comes from going deeper into less. The traders who survive aren't the ones with the most setups. They're the ones who specialize, who focus, who master one repeatable edge until it becomes second nature. Think about how professionals in any field operate. A surgeon doesn't try to master every type of surgery at once. They specialize. A musician doesn't play every instrument. They go deep into one. Trading is no different. Trying to juggle a dozen strategies only scatters your attention, dilutes your discipline, and leaves you with nothing but inconsistency. The temptation of more is strong because the market is endless. There are always new signals, new indicators, new ideas being sold. It feels productive to try them all, but what it really creates is confusion. Every loss becomes harder to learn from because you can't isolate what went wrong. Every win feels like luck because you don't know if it was the setup, the market, or just randomness. Variety feels busy. Mastery feels boring, but only mastery creates confidence. This is why you only need one setup. When you commit to a single condition, every trade becomes feedback on the same pattern. Every loss teaches you something useful. Every win builds the same muscle memory. Journaling gets clearer. Metrics become sharper. Instead of juggling a dozen random data points, you get one clean feedback loop. That loop is where progress lives. Mastering one setup also teaches you patience. If the setup isn't there, you don't trade. That waiting builds the discipline to avoid forcing trades. And when the setup does appear, you don't hesitate, because you've seen it before, again and again. Confidence doesn't come from theory, it comes from repetition. And repetition is only possible when you stop chasing and start focusing. The truth is, most traders fail because they never get past the phase of trying everything. They collect setups like souvenirs, but they never give any one condition enough time to truly master it. They jump from one to the next, always hoping the next idea will finally work. But the problem isn't the setup. The problem is the lack of focus. When you commit to one setup, you stop scattering your energy and start compounding it. You refine your risk. You adjust your targets. You learn the nuances of how that setup behaves in different conditions. Over time, you stop guessing. You know. That kind of certainty is rare, and it's only possible through depth. So here's your takeaway for today. Trading doesn't reward variety. It rewards mastery. Don't waste years chasing more when all you need is one. Pick one condition. Commit to it. Journal it. Refine it. Prove it works. Because in trading, you don't need more. You need one.